We are being hailed, sir.
Am I pleased to see you, or did I just put a canoe in my pocket?
Activate the photonic cannon.
Perhaps today is a good day to die. Prepare for running speed!
So, it comes to this. Man to man, mano a mano. Toe to toe, nose to nose, shirts and skins, eggs over meat.
Fred! Do something!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. Hope you're having a good day. I had a good day, at least creatively. Got a story finished and started and was able to actually start on the next story project. That's good. Going from one to the other in short order. Work was a slog this evening. I tell ya. You know what? Thank you, Captain Cylon. Appreciate the hydration. Happy Friday. Now I'm about to say something here. If you're a parent out there, you know, either is lurking in the stream here at the very beginning, or you coming across this VOD on the YouTube side down the road. If you're a parent, you might want to start thinking, you know, it's that thing that's in your head that's about 3 feet above your ass when it comes to naming your children. Okay? Because it's not just for like because you got to think about the future and the fact that if you're going to name someone Fantasia or something to that effect, and you're not going to spell it correctly, not even remotely correctly, then and your child has said no, it's Fantasia, and there's like you got like, well, you got the PHAN. I'll give like the PH having the fa sound, like, you know, Philly, you know, so that I will forgive that. But then you have like the back end of it having a combination of letters that doesn't even come out to even where you will get like the end in an A sound, mind you. I'm just using this as an example, mind you. Like, if you're going to give your kid a stupid name, make sure it's at least spelled correctly or spelled in a way that if somebody is looking at it randomly, will be able to pronounce it, either for official, for like if something, if they need to speak to that exact person. So it's like, this is why one thing I hate, if there's one thing I dislike about my job, is like if we have to speak to specifically a listed name person, and then you have to say, can I speak to, how the fuck do I even pronounce this? And this is just even the first names, all right? I'm not even going to get into some of the last names with like stuff with like people coming in from different countries and backgrounds and stuff of that sort, and make you think to some extent that they almost had the right idea at Ellis Island. It's like, okay, you're coming into America, you have this name, or you know what, we're going to Americanize this somehow here. And I was going to say this right now. It happened to my own family on my father's side. All right? A good portion of my father's family, on that side of the family, came from Eastern Europe in like the early 1900s. So you got like a lot of Eastern European names. And a couple of the names on it got changed around, and this ended up being Cohen on my father's side. All right. So like no fuss, no months. It was like about as simple as that. It's like, okay, you know what? No one's going to be able to pronounce this normally, what this is. So you know what? You got to acclimate to it is here. So we're just going to give, you know, like, here you go. Picking names where I need like a universal translator to read, and it's like, it's like, I just can't imagine like growing up having to pronounce those names. It's like I kind of lucked out in a way. But it's like, yes, there in my full first name, there are 1, 2, 3. There are 9 letters in my first name, 5 letters in my middle name, 5 letters in my actual last name. All right. So I kind of lucked out in that regard. You imagine being someone who has like 10 to 12 letters in their first name, and then 10 to 15 letters in their last name. And what are you talking about? My last name is like, dude, wouldn't be the first time. Why do you think that's been so? Oh, it's like besides but but I'm just saying it's like it's kind of worked out in a way. But again, it's work related. You know what? Where you just try to figure out how the hell am I supposed to pronounce something. It's even worse when I have to like speak medical terms with how I speak. You know how many times? You know how many medical pieces of medical terminology I have butchered? Let's say the past month and a half. A lot. Like they take nebulizer. I have pronounced that so many different ways. I get corrected at least twice a night, and then and then I end up just like, oh, you know what? Ah, fuck it. It's like, look, people understand what I mean, what I'm referring to, one way or another. Yeah, it's a PlayStation night. Why am I grabbing the Xbox controller? We got Mass Effect things, and we gotta go to we're going to the Citadel. What's next as the Mass Effect? I'm either going to jump into Andromeda on the PlayStation 4 side, or we're going to go straight into the Tomb Raider trilogy. The Survivor trilogy, to be more specific. Well, there was a bunch of content that kind of got skipped to. Yeah, it's also known as the Lara Croft Abuse Simulator. And I call it that because I believe there was something involving the developers, like Crystal Dynamics. It says like, yes, they took a lot of joy in coming up with all the different ways Lara could die. It's like, really? And there are some parts there. Now I played that game a couple of times. Now I played the original, the first of the trilogy, the initial reboot game, a couple of different times. I've only played Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider once each. So one of those games I will have some familiarity with. And I've played those games with an Xbox controller. I have never played them with a PlayStation controller. Let me guess. Because of the bears. First time you run into a bear. Hold up, I need to check something here. Did I not do that yet? Well, either way, we're heading to the Citadel anyway. I mean, Rise was kind of like pretty cool with how they kind of tie things in. I didn't particularly care for the Baba Yaga thing, so I'm not looking forward to revisiting that. So alrighty. Right. And we can't visit Anderson's apartment until after Sanctuary. To the docks.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, we will handle it because we are Commander Shepard.
I recovered Prothean data drives from Garbug. I'll have them brought here.
Commander Shepard, thank you. I'm sure that'll help with any operation we have going.
Yes.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant. And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private?
Yes. Why do you think your deployment is more important, Private? Answer the question.
Please select a destination. One moment, please.
You love the visuals of the Citadel. Bailey, Samara's here. Samara!
Shepard, I wasn't sure you'd deliberately seek me out.
Why not?
Do you remember when I first joined you, to stop the Collectors?
Yeah?
I swore an oath to hunt you down if I were forced to do anything dishonorable.
And were you?
Considering the evil we faced, your acts were acceptable, within the dictates of the Code.
Yes, my acts were totally acceptable.
That you ask yourself if they'll remain so.
You'd really try to kill me if I stepped over your line.
It would be my obligation once the Reapers were defeated. And only if I could verify you'd done something to violate the Code.
If they help end this war, I'll make whatever decisions I have to.
You helped me a great deal in the monastery, Shepard. This is merely advice. But I do hope you consider it.
Like, Samara, you're good, but you're not that good.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
Yeah, and then what you gonna do to try and come after Shepard then?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the Code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
And one daughter.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness.
Yet, Samara, you were just telling us about questioning Shepard's decisions of doing whatever it takes.
The Code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Will Falere be all right in the monastery?
Just realize how much of like of a kind of like a hypocrite
We spoke for
Samara
some
is
time.
in this conversation.
Won't be easy.
Just based on the
But
choices.
if there is a way to survive, Falere will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falere saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Yeah, it would have.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you.
Well, we need Tamara to hook
We'll
up with
both be tested
Zaid.
in fire soon.
As you know, they totally do at the party.
I have excellent news.
You said it was impossible. How did you pull it off?
Well, I talked to a few friends, called in a few favors, maybe even stayed up a few nights. I wasn't sure I could pull it off.
Like, why would Tamara hook up with Zaid? You had the balls to make make a pass at her. It's like, why not? Like,
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
watch the Phasma run back on YouTube. I find it very funny that my guy has a bunch of ragged stubble. Pretty much be a look. Never really seen what my guy looked like because it's first person view. Ah. Hey, Iceman. I'll be you, sir. Are you referring to like the Yui's tired? Hanging in there, as they say.
Are you kidding me?
All right, then don't forget the thing there.
Ah, shit.
Hey, got pick on James.
I know. You don't have to say anything, but I'm about to make my comeback.
So Batarian and 3 humans started playing poker.
I don't believe it.
The Marine lost his shirt. And then some. Where's Zaid hanging out?
Welcome to Batarian State Arms. Stand strong for your people.
Yeah, I picked up the armor from there.
Do you know the current leader of the Suns?
Vosk, don't remind me. Little scumbag shot his mouth off on a patrol mission once. Got half his squad killed. Real popular after that. We couldn't boot him from the Suns fast enough. Should have ended his tenure with a bullet.
Oh. You would almost be happy to an extent, Iceman. It's like there's rumors and speculation because Schwarber declined an offer that the Phillies did for an extension. That Schwarber would head to Toronto in the offseason. Or if things really go belly up for the Phillies, that they would trade him to Toronto.
Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
Either which way, Schwarber bombs are predicted in Toronto. At least that's what local scuttlebutt is saying.
At ward level, purgatory.
There, I could have sworn I had.
Recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment.
arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
That's because they do owe him money, and they did do something to his wife. Wait, where? Oh, Jacob is in the lounge.
Welcome to Certa.
Thank you for coming to Certa.
Thank you for shopping.
Hey, Shepard. I'm glad to see you. I know things are crazy right now.
Exactly. So you have to take the moments when you can.
We should end the conversation because it's Jacob, but...
What's going on with the Crucible?
That project is crazy. Freaking huge. And all these brilliant minds are working night and day trying to figure it out. I wish you could see them. Heads down, piecing it together. It's something to see. We'll get this Crucible built, Shepard. And then, we'll win this thing. I feel it. Do you feel it?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I feel something.
I feel it. And I'm counting on you and everyone there.
A strong sense of anxiety, but I feel it.
Believe it.
It was interesting to meet Bryn. How is she?
She's great, actually. It's good to see her work without the distraction of having to worry about the colony.
And you and her?
I mean, we'd have a defensive issue with him, and Scotland as neither can defend, so it'd be a perfect fit. Here was Pete Alonso, and I would have enjoyed that had we pulled it off.
I'm looking forward to it. You'll be a better father than mine was. Do the whole thing right.
Be a defensive outfielder.
One more thing to fight for.
You got that right. Bryn wants to name it after you.
Really?
Yeah. Shepard.
That's nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk her out of it. No offense.
None
A
taken.
lot taken.
Good.
So what's going on with you? You still like what you're doing?
Things are good. I'm good.
Still not tempted to come back to the Normandy?
What I totally love about doing a Renegade Shepard run, it totally looks like she gets no sleep.
So, you working on the Crucible?
Don't get me wrong. I'm smart, but not that smart. Hackett keeps me busy, though.
How's he doing?
Holding up. If they make old guys any tougher than that, I'd like to see it.
I'm glad we had time to talk.
Me too. Gotta take the moments when you can. So true. And Shepard, thanks again.
Yeah.
For getting my people
And then he
out.
gets his ass punched out in Mass Effect 3.
You too, Shepard. I'm thinking about you out there. Stay safe.
Oh, she's in a hurry.
I overheard what you said. I found this at a Cerberus station. A poison tailored to Turians.
Let me see. Yes, I think this is it. With these schematics, we should be able to come up with an antidote. Thank you. The General might pull through because of this.
The General will pull through. It's kind of funny though. How many games from like that? Oh, she's in a hurry again. Like, that's nuts. Whoa! We have a Liga that rhymes with tiger. Popping in with her raid this evening. What was Liga doing? Let's see. Liga rhymes with tiger, most like Liger punk rhymes with tiger. The Canadian streamer is all about those cozy vibes, RPGs, and narrative adventures. They've been on a Liger punk kick lately. But should that be cyberpunk? But don't let that distract for you from the Dead Island 2 escapades. Just remember, no spoilers in the shower. You'll be facing the wrath of Commander Shepard. One person ran A. One person, 2, 3, 4, or more. All are welcome here. I've had very tiny raids myself. From time to time. Oh, you call it Liger Punk when I played. Ah, okay. So I was wondering, like, shouldn't that be Cyberpunk?
Welcome to Kanala Exports. Cultivating serenity is possible even during times of crisis.
Always prepared. All right, got that achievement.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies. Thank you.
Checking in there. Lager Punk and it's a DMC Phantom Ligerty. Ah. Oh, Liger Punk.
Thank you, Earth Clan.
Now, we missed turning in something into Barlow Vaughn earlier.
Remembering who they are.
The scientists around here? Did you get something too? Ah.
I think I know which project you mean, and I've got a Hesperia period statue in Bay D24.
Commander Shepard, that's excellent news. I'll have it sent to that project right away. Thank you so much for your help.
Right. So we're just on the old Mass Effect grind here. Not our first playthrough. Let's see. Miranda. We missed turning something into Barlow Vaughn. The apartments. We missed getting Liara to meet her father, so we missed a lot of that stuff there. Yep. So kind of did things in a somewhat ass-backwards way.
I got your message, Miranda.
Miranda, hi!
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't.
Shepard?
If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
Yes, Miranda wanted to talk about how Edie co-opted her look.
I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess.
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
And the plot twist is she actually did.
I did. There's more to it. The elusive man stopped me.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were.
Yes, what Shepard truly is. A pain in the ass of all those who oppose her.
Installing the chip might have ruined you.
I'm glad you didn't. Better to stay dead than be someone's plaything.
Exactly.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
I like it. Make some food.
Miranda,
okay, have very good foods. And now I want foods. I want. I just finished off like a thing of cookies.
But you didn't. I don't know how, but you brought me
chocolate chip cookies. Chips Ahoy, a variety of those cookies.
So much being uncertain. I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
Fajita Friday.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I haven't had fajitas in a while.
Don't.
Problem is,
this was important.
I'm terrible in the kitchen.
Control over.
Guess my fan.
Like, I can boil stuff and use an air fryer, but when it comes to anything else, it's like, yeah.
Okay.
Best to do takeout.
I hate
And
this, but I should get moving.
there's not really a place where I can get fajitas from.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Trust me,
Don't worry,
I'm
Shepard.
someone
I always have a plan.
who literally burned water. I can and have. You trust me with a knife?
Hello, Shepard.
Yeah, I thought I was bad. Exactly. Like, this is me we're talking about here. Like me with my hand-eye coordination? Makes you wonder why I play Overwatch as much as I do with it.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Thank you for shopping.
Ain't nothing there.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry. Thank you for shopping at Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Her name is Tasha Poray. Of course. No, I realize you can't tell me where she was deployed. Can you inform me if she's under orders not to communicate with her family?
Wait, where is this Asari at? Oh, all the way over here?
I know the Hades Nexus is off limits. I'm not an idiot. Damn it, the Alliance needs that thing right now.
Her name is Tasha Poray.
Weshra, I have an audio log for you.
Yes.
For me? Where did this come? Oh no. Oh, Tasha. Thank you for bringing this back.
So is it pronounced Tasha or Tashia? That's gotta be like one of the most human sounding Asari names possible. It's like Hades Nexus, this cluster. All right. So next stop, continuation of Leviathan. Dr. Brisson's laboratory. People get mad when I point out how Edie basically is dressing like Miranda.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
You act as if you weren't affected.
The artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
If the Reapers are worried about it, then Leviathan has my attention. We could use that kind of edge.
Nevertheless, we should remain cautious. It's likely that Leviathan compelled Bryson's assistant to murder him.
Point taken. Just shows we don't know what we're dealing with.
Despite the
But Eva had a silver suit on just like Miranda, so it makes sense.
Perhaps we could find
It does.
about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed.
But keep in mind, it is funny when you think about it. Edie struts around in Normandy buck-ass naked. But when she's off in Normandy, yeah, on an official mission, yeah, she gets some armor. She dresses appropriately.
Energy emissions. And found nothing. Leaving it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
No, considering this background here, how come no one's ever did like that Charlie Day conspiracy theory meme with this? Like was a Mass Effect character pointing at it. It's like, see, it's here. It's all connected. The Leviathan is here. Or something or other. Yes, long way to go for a Always Sunny Philadelphia joke, but maybe someone has. Yeah. Yes, Leviathan, cool reveal for a lot of exposition.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game.
Galaxy of Fantasy? Anything like the World of Warcraft?
Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
You're walking upstairs.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
Well, makes sense.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems
I have a feeling it's going to... June and July and August are going to be rather steamy in New Jersey. I just have this sinking feeling.
She sounded concerned for her safety. If Reaper forces are closing on her position...
Then we find her first.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
You're camping on the 12th? Sweet.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do.
Hello, Reapers are our
These are the ships Dr.
friends.
Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
Oh, I was looking at that the wrong way.
Is anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
The Icarus.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted...
Which ship am I looking for again?
The Icarus.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The Icarus! It flew too close to the sun.
Charge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attican Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
Edie just knows how to rule out all of our possibilities here.
Access card for the Requisitions Locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Didn't need an environmental suit. Wind protection gear.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Alright, was there anything else there? Yeah, I see something.
Can you identify this, Edie?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
Huh. We check around, we go upstairs, we look around, we explore, we do the things. That's why we do things on a casual level of difficulty. Because life itself is hard.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Hey, we gotta get Carter. I mean Bryson. Of course there is. I was called Reckoner Knight or something. Oh. So a group of light soldiers used to be stationed on Rhode Island. All right, time to go. They always gotta double check because some systems get added.
Signal confirmed.
Oh shit.
I found something.
All right, at the very least, we picked up something.
Signal confirmed.
Thank you, Captain Cylon. We hydrate. We're like a plant. I don't know. But Miss was having general audio issues on your end. You most likely missed the what? The Leviathan reveal, Iceman? Oh, I'll check my equipment.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
All right. So we got Reapers. So we gotta take Javik. We go Javik and Liara because for comedy purposes. He is a pure biotic.
We have reports of an attack on a group of scientists.
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
Could have brought Edie, but...
Yes. An attack means we're on the right trail. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear.
Kill everything in sight.
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifact she uncovered may...
Cortez is getting mixed signals.
Who knows what...
You should be worried.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that. We have hostiles.
Take us in.
Hostiles in a place where there are Reaper forces? No. Really?
That's her. Okay, let's get...
Tracking multiple to lower platform. Hang on. There, go.
Jump!
Who'd want to stay at a hostel there? Oh no.
We have to move, Commander.
This isn't a dig site. It's a war zone.
Move! She's somewhere above us.
Hello? Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No! Stay where you are! This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. It's too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
Hey, where does...
They're here.
Dropping down through the hole. This place is rather holy.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
There's, you gotta combine arms. What's this? All praise be to the lobster god.
Watch out!
I am tired of Reapers doing that all the time.
Look for another path. Looks like a bridge over there.
It's a bridge over the river. Why? Why are we here?
Yes, Commander. This crude wiring has failed. I'll need a moment. The bridge is operational. Raising it now.
Banshee!
It was a we saw the Banshee.
The bridge is up.
Move! That elevator can't be far.
Wait. Did I? Oh, I'm an idiot. You know what? As many times I have played Mass Effect 3, I make that mistake every single flipping time. I always double back instead of. That's why we do things on the casual difficulty, folks. To compensate for my lack of insight.
This way.
I see the elevator, Commander.
Got it!
Loving an elevator. You got stuck on the second floor.
There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
Blast him! All hail the lobster god! Fitting that they call him a cannibal. But was that one's... But the dude he ate was Hannibal.
We're blocked. Find another way.
We can make it through here.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
Okay, combining powers. With our powers combined...
Ann, you still there?
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
Moving as fast as we can. Hang in there.
That platform's coming down.
Around! Go around!
Go up? Did you say go around? Couldn't tell.
No, no! Boyles, stay down! Oh, God!
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyles tried to run for it. The Reaper's got him.
Don't move until we get there.
Huh. Combined arms. I start picking them off with this whatchamacallit. Concussive shots. That's what it is.
The elevator's up ahead.
Get to it.
Oh, a bit redundant to go up there. But we did have to pick up two things of loot. We are in an elevator.
Coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
We will name a hospital after Hopkins. What's his first name? Oh, it's John. That's a good name for a hospital.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
They're not coming. We have to keep moving.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Javik is, of course, very eager to move on.
I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Commander, look.
Well, the Reapers are invading, while Cerberus is crusading.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
What does it generate?
Get down!
What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything. Doctor. They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Oh, great. She's indoctrinated.
Take it out.
Yes, Commander.
As if Javik needs an excuse to shoot something.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
We'll bring it down.
Well, that dealt with the harvester.
Okay, Cortez, get in here. Copy that. Everybody, let's go.
I want to check something. Okay, yeah, there. Okay, just as I always thought, there were goodies in there. Just shove her in there. The fact that we could just freeze them and one-shot them with with the concussive shot today. Yeah, bang.
You okay?
Press a button, one-shot kills.
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first, Doctor.
We got some good news.
Some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector.
It could be a Spectre.
I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne. You need to listen to me, okay?
Your father is dead.
Sorry.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
He found something that wanted to stay hidden.
Found something?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. 1 minute he was fine. The next...
He drew a gun.
Drew a gun on your father.
And then killed him with a piece of paper.
Stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
Meanwhile, the Cubs have kicked the shit out of the Brewers 10-0 this evening.
We'll arrange for transportation and meet you there.
1 touchdown and a field goal. I mean, 1 touchdown, an extra point, and a field goal. Excuse me.
Commander?
To engineering. We gotta see if we can encourage Ken and Gabby to hook up.
Commander?
Yeah. Oh, cool. He'd swing by the office on the Citadel. The Reapers have found us. Oops. We shall dock at the Citadel. Da 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 da.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off-planet to try and make money, hung with a lousy crowd. A week before the Reapers...
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
We bounce to the Citadel Embassy. We will storm the embassies.
Now arriving at Presidium.
My wife is just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
DSEC, Commander Bailey is in charge. Whoa! CloudSync 64. Thank you for the follow. May your gaming adventures be as epic as the clouds sinking into the vastness of space. I could have sworn San Diego up on the Padres 8-4.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Jacob said he wanted to meet up, or was this to say that he was on the Citadel?
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Something else?
I'm glad we had time to talk.
Me too. Gotta take the moments when you can. So true. And Shepard, thanks again for getting my people out alive.
Take care, Jacob.
You too, Shepard. I'm thinking about you out there. Stay safe.
That's right, Jacob. Keep thanking me. But it was I that got your people out.
Recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
It's like it wasn't you, Jacob, that saved Dr. Cole and the rest of the Cerberus staff. It was me. Oh, I just realized something here. It was like, what's another way to describe a Shepard Renegade run? Well, you're basically being Captain Janeway. Because when you really put Voyager into context, Janeway makes a lot of very questionable choices. Starting with episode 1. First questionable choice, allowing Neelix to be on the board. I was writing a sentence, had to come back to talk. So I dropped my phone and accidentally sent my part.
Anne, you here?
I'm going to assume June 11th to the 18th. Alrighty. All right, so we will plan alternate things for those Wednesdays.
This is hard.
Of course. You all right?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes.
No, we're kind of waiting on when's that Gears of War prequel coming. It's like
mad about something else. I don't remember what. I took it out on him. So stupid.
I understand, but we really need your help.
I know. I'm just a little lost. Seeing all this again. He was so obsessed.
Yeah.
Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way.
I'm assuming that there will be chainsaws
He was a great man.
attached to guns.
Pioneer.
And beefy men doing beefy things. Backing beefy enemies.
I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
There'll be a lot of beef in that game.
I was angry. Still am, I guess.
Of course, I also want Gear 6, but there you go.
He nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
Then help us hunt down whatever's responsible. You're our last chance.
Okay. If anyone can sort through this mess, it's me.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark.
Ah, come on.
But my father...
We had a lot of fun playing that.
afraid of the dark.
Well, I sure as hell did.
Hey, Commander. Need a hand?
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Commander, you see this thing? This is great! Ow! Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
I like the story. I'm curious to see where it goes afterwards.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
All right. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice. You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
Yeah, just throw a Reaper head down the alleyway. Had to make sure we took it.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
Yeah, there's worse fates than being a Arachnite drone. That is. You'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna like forgo the uniform here.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders.
At range, it yells at them in song.
Quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Apparently, we were in the way.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab.
And it could be worse.
My graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
And I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
Yes.
The artifact.
She's already indoctrinated. Might as well push forward.
So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
I don't like it, but we're out of options.
You know better than I do.
We had no other options left. We need to visit
Do
Leviathan.
this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
Same
We still
difference.
don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in, waiting for activation.
This is pretty gutsy.
I don't know about guts. Crazy, maybe.
Yes. Vega's here for one reason only.
Okay.
To hold her still.
I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
He's becoming possessed.
Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
There is no war, there's only Zul.
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Belay that, Lieutenant.
Signal is fading. Maintain connection.
We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
You're wrong.
Focusing the point of origin. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
I'm stopping this!
Back off! Where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you?
Beyond reach.
Trace complete.
James!
Got it! Okay. Yeah, we're good. Shit.
Edie, update.
You want to sit rep? Are you kidding me? Look at her.
I got it, Lieutenant. Edie?
We have a location.
Shepard has things to do.
Hang in there.
Leviathan coordinates sent to the Normandy, Shepard.
I hope it was worth it.
It will be.
I'm taking her to Med Lab. See you back on the Normandy.
Edie, you alright? Edie's got that walk cycle going. Or she discovered a treadmill. Either way, she's not stopping. Bounce to the bar. Chances are we picked up something.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Let's see. In playoff hockey, the Blues defeat the Jets 5-2. Can you believe it?
Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
You're sure of what you saw?
Yes, Sergeant.
Heard from your brother since then? No, Sergeant. All right, Talavi.
So if there is one issue with Mass Effect 3, is that the counting stats, no way to check them in game. So let me just check the trophy list here. Overload the shields. Again, that to involve Cerberus. So trying to think of what can we make. The Atlas mech is probably the one big issue. All right, let's go wake up the lobster god.
I found something. These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
We are going to land. And again, it's mostly Reapers. Hayden or Jane? Because we got the one for biotic powers. And we like this taking Javik on. If it involves killing Reapers on a direct mission, Javik is typically going. They keep EVD on the Cerberus ones, and then everyone else is kind of like rotating. That's when we go on to the Quarian Dreadnought, the Geth Dreadnought. Caden would have to go on that.
Tez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
So spooky, man.
Like it. Can't imagine what's waiting for us down there.
A Reaper killer. That is all that matters. Even if it doesn't want to be found.
Which is why we're bringing you, Javik. We're going to feed you to it.
Sure, but now what? Let's suppose it is a Reaper. Is that the kind of help we want?
We're not gonna win this war by turning away help, even if it does have blood on its hands.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
What do you mean I'm not going to like it?
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, though I've never actually tested that.
Yeah, it's a good time to test it. Or afraid to get hit by any impulse.
Systems are shutting down. Brace for impact.
Well, you know what they say. Anything you can walk away from is a crash.
Everyone all right?
I've survived far worse, Commander.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Busted ships, makeshift shelters. We're not the first ones down by that pulse.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Commander, looks like one of those artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
Old enough not to stink.
Yep. Excuse me.
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
Nice looking machine. Bet it's a wreck.
It's not a wreck, it's the...
I'm not recognizing any of those ships. They're ancient.
Look up there!
Reapers, Commander! They were right behind us!
Protect the shuttle! Cortez, situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Cortez!
Almost there, Commander.
Oh shit.
Cortez, what happened to almost there?
Commander, I'm airborne.
Give us some cover fire!
Copy that.
Do-do-do-do-do. I heard something or other.
Cortez is in trouble! Get to him!
Nice work, Commander.
We're very clear.
We need to talk.
What's the situation?
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
The Normandy could extract us.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Then we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
We go down.
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
I'm game. We chased Leviathan this far. Let's finish this.
Yeah, let's go to where we can drown.
Not gonna sugarcoat it.
I hear you. And time's wasting.
Wait a second. Are we seriously saying you're gonna...
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
It appears we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started.
Thank you, Captain Cylon.
The enemy is persistent. Get another power cell, Commander. We'll hold them off.
All right, we're in the mech.
Get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
We're walking it over.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Whoa. Hey, Commander. Are you really serious about this?
Yes, we're very serious about this plan.
Stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
Take care down there, Commander.
Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
By dive, we mean we're falling in. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. By this, I mean the ocean.
Looks good so far. Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
Well, we live here now. We reached the bottom of the ocean. Oh, what was like 10 minutes of exposition. Shepard, underwater.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is warming up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational. Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface.
You'll need all the juice.
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
Like, we're in the red zone in terms of depth. We have no perception of the depth.
Probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Whee!
Can't see anything just yet.
We do the spin around. Shepard just getting dizzy.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
There's the proby probe.
What is that?
It be huge. Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? All hail the lobster god.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
That does not answer our questions. What are you?
happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
You took down a Reaper. You could help win this war. Why the hell are you hiding down here?
Yeah, we're taking the less diplomatic approach here.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat.
Yes, they are the shepherd.
Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for.
Hence the cave dweller, the cave paintings.
The species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the
Yeah, Nick succeeded.
it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution.
And what was the solution?
It betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature,
Yeah, we can totally conceive of it.
every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
Basically, yes.
It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination is not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
And we smashed several of those.
You mean the artifacts we found?
And that we smashed.
Into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no
See, what they should have been gathering is the lore. If you're gathering data, that's just problematic.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design, each formed in Harbinger's image, our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled.
Yeah, because it's wiping life out.
The mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution, its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed.
Well, maybe if you helped out.
Tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait.
The cycle will continue.
Oh yeah, until the credits roll.
You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
You release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
You're responsible for this. Every race that's ever been destroyed is because of you. And now the Reapers will destroy you too, unless you start fighting. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop, ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all.
Yeah, at least there's a plan. I mean, it's a plan. Not a particularly good plan, but there's a plan. Their names are Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive.
They will survive. Hey, hey. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
In gay, only Shepard will have the balls to go against the other god, oh gods and wind. In the Mass Effect universe, yes. However, let's not forget, Captain James T. Kirk once asked the most poignant question ever. What does God need with a starship? Yeah, talk about the Mass Effect universe, because really, you know... Oh, Shepard's drunk. Shepard got the bends.
Shepard's back. How we doing, Cortez?
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
At least he became a tool in his old age. You know? You know, like George Takei, who went fucking insane in like the 80s. I mean, if you, I mean, if,
Commander, wake up. She's freezing.
I mean, one of the more hilarious things about George Takei is like, Why did he turn down his reasons for the cameo appearance in Star Trek Generations?
Yeah.
Well, it meant that I would be reduced in rank, and Sulu will be reduced in rank and working and be under taking orders from Captain Kirk once again.
What happened down there?
We found it.
It's like,
real.
really?
A lot more than we ever imagined.
So was it worth almost dying for?
It was. We exposed it. Pushed it into the light.
At least Leonard Nimoy and
Part of this war now. And it's
DeForest Kelly had like legit reasons that they weren't interested in doing in what was a glorified cameo appearance.
one for the history books.
Under pressure. Dun, dun.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got
And
it.
I'm saying this all because I had the misfortune of reading George Takei's book. It's like, I read his book, and it like he was like the first of the original cast to really put out like an autobiography of some sort.
Big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
So there's an ego with Takei that kind of makes Shatner seem like mellow in comparison. And just my perspective, the Leviathan enthronement team. Oh yeah. Whose dissertation was this? The Uber fan who would. Huh. They don't have anything to say.
Commander?
Commander?
So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales.
Edie telling it like it is. So we got that DLC. The Leviathan DLC is done. Wait a second. I thought it was about something. Who else will have the balls to go up against an elder god or some sort? Benjamin Sisko. Ben Sisko will punch it in the face. We got proof of this. DS9 episode Q list. You hit me. Picard never hit me. I'm not Picard. No, you're not. You're much easier to provoke. Let's see if we can need to fuel up. Alrighty. That's how it feels like. All right. Citadel store leave. Yep, so rest of these come after priority. Okay. We must speak with the Quarians.
Commander Shepard.
Admiral Auntie Ron, hi!
I'd hope for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the
17 days ago?
initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
Your homeworld? You mean Renok?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago.
In case y'all, forgot about the history of the Quarians.
After we attempted to kill them.
We didn't try to kill them, Chorus. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder.
No, it was murder.
Yeah, it was murder. We would know. We would totally know it was murder.
To create a true AI. It was an accident.
Which you chose to correct by trying to kill them.
Don't bother. Admitting we were wrong would undercut the justification for this suicidal invasion plan.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We've driven the Geth back to the home system.
It was like Admiral from the Quib is the only one making sense.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes. Cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And while they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good.
Exactly.
Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy, reporting for duty.
You're late, Tally.
Make it, Tally. Admirals.
You were due here
To hit that dreadnought.
10 weeks ago.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
By expert, we mean she shot a few and banged Legion. Wait, what?
I'm glad you're here.
If I'd known it was this bad, I would have come sooner.
You've had your own troubles. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got.
Which isn't much at this point.
From this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll get your people out of here safely, Tally.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
Yep. Tally wants some one-on-one time.
I'm ready to hit that dreadnought whenever you are.
Like, how come? No, you can only have one alien girlfriend, and it's Liara. But Liara's not as cool as Tally.
Commander?
It's like, well, if you want to romance Tally, you have to be Broshep. But Broshep sucks. Thank you, Captain Cylon. Our boy, the true hero. Oh, so where is it?
Tally, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment.
Tally, hi.
Yep. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me, and I don't know if I can save them.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
Yes.
We'll get them.
I was wondering on what those emotes were. It's a Liger waving hi. I get Liger hi.
Daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position.
Like, it's a small world.
Me.
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better.
Late night, early day.
It sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tally. And thanks.
I should get back before the Admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
Yes. How was the fajitas? Were they scrumptious and delicious? They were foolishes.
Shepard.
Well, I haven't popped in on Javik in a bit.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from. How do you see with only 2 eyes? Evolution has taken a strange turn in this cycle.
Well, wait, the Batarians have 4 eyes, Javik. What?
Your Joker pilot insists I call myself Prothi the Prothean. I insisted he allow me to throw him out the airlock. Commander.
Been a day when I have the lights off and chilling in the dark. It's relaxing. And also accompanied by like the obscureness that is my poor MST3King of Mass Effect 3.
Commander.
And any other video games I end up playing. Da, 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 da. Speaking of which, the games that I'm playing, you know, there are many things in terms of the screenshots that takes involving some of the stuff that's been said in Yakuza 0 that would it's like, oh, which of these things can I just drop in on Lucius's Discord to see what a reaction will be? It's like, yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, no, that might be pushing a bit too far.
Say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself.
Warm cookie?
Worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem. Is everything okay, Shepard?
Yeah. It most certainly be.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
But you didn't know. You didn't know.
Hey.
Yeah. And apparently it's mostly the side stories where it gets wild. So just to make sure we didn't miss anything. You should stream it, yes. It's like apparently just the reading out of the dialogue. It's like if I was reading out the dialogue in Yakuza 0, I know for a fact well, number one, it'll take forever to get through. And number two, we have got approval from Admiral Hackett that Liger Rhymes with Tigers Worm cookies are better than standard rations.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture.
Hackett never lies. Nope.
Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger. Maybe later.
He does, however, send us on a Fakakta mission solo to get his friend out who was indoctrinated and resulting in the destruction of an entire system. But hey.
It's nice to have Tali back. I've made sure we're well stocked with dextro-based antibiotics and antihistamines. Take care, Commander.
And one of the joys of Frosty Bot.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien. I hope it helps against the Reapers. Hello again.
All right. Ain't not much happening there. But the joys of things. And keeping an eye on what things and missions are available. That's right, there's nothing in this system. Gonna need some Barney style instructions to help me set up a stream. Barney, as in Rubble, or the dinosaur? Yep. You know, I've always thought Barney the purple dino. All right, I'd ask. Got a neighbor that's the name of Barney Rubble. You're in stocking. Doesn't like to shave that caveman stubble or something to that effect. Yabba 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 dabba yabba dabba yabba dabba do now. Yes, obscure. Well, I want to say semi-obscure Weird Al references. You know what? Well, I forgot Barney. You know, what about Barney Fife? Yep. That's right. Don Knotts. You know, the true troublemaker behind like about what, like a third of the Scooby-Doo movies? Of those Scooby-Doo crossovers. And when you think about it, what was the first like establishment of the Warner Brothers multiverse? It was Batman crossing over with Scooby-Doo, which I think actually predates the Super Friends cartoons. Alrighty. So we got Gith. Oh, Tally gets to come along here. Alright. And the only person Legion would have known is Garrus. Oh, yeah. Not to mention Garrus has Overload, which is probably going to come in handy. The first 2 or 3 playthroughs, I didn't really use Overload too much, but it really is an overpowered skill. Yeah, especially on shields and stuff, and on mechs. I did a playthrough, the engineer playthrough I did of the 360 version. Is like when you have all those engineer powers on Mass Effect 1, you could basically hop out of the Mako and just disable and fight the Geth tanks underground, because you can like shut them down and just wail on them with tech powers. Indeed. All right, Tali. And since we sent Tali into the vent, I believe she's going to make a reference.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
The time of the night where I type things that look like they make
I
sense.
have detected several hundred unique ship signatures.
And this is like those.
Combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Ah, yes.
Stealth drive engaged.
Wait a second. This is me with how I tend to like stutter or get stuck on words. Garrison Rex, also known as peanut butter and jelly. That one's crunchy on the outside, and then the other makes everything squishy on the inside.
Access the docking protocols.
Brings new meaning to it's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good to have you back, Tali. And maybe with another Dextro aboard, they'll get better Turian food.
As long as it's sterilized.
Dr. Michelle did get me some Dextro Amino chocolate. You're welcome to it once we're back.
She got you Turian chocolate?
Yep, Turian chocolate.
Saw it and thought of me. Why?
Oh, nothing.
Oh. Yep, Tali's jealous.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Tali is jelly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
The one thing everybody praised for sure about Mass Effect 3, they got spacewalks right.
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance dreadnought.
It kind of makes me wonder. It's like, at some point, gotta do a future playthrough. Don't romance Garrus. Bring Dr. Michelle on board and bring Garrus on this mission. It's like how awkward things would get between Garrus and Tali. Regarding Tali's like jealousy there.
How are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Till then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Yeah, that's right. Like, who will use the no windows trick to take advantage of their guests having no windows? 2 consecutive missions. No, games.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
Oops. Things that Shepard learned to do over the course of her game of her journey war against the Reapers. He learned to jump across like small gaps. Case in point.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Good things about Mass Effect 3. Shepard can do a barrel roll. Bad things about Mass Effect 3. Shepard cannot control her barrel roll. Especially after after a trip to Purgatory.
See any action?
Not yet.
He ends up on Arya's couch.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this. There, it's open. We're clear to go.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
How come I don't get a new gun?
Couldn't find one in your size.
You didn't find one in Garrus' size. Garrus likes the big guns.
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster. Oh, vents. Always the vents.
Yep.
Hey, you did fine at the collector base.
I got set on fire.
Yeah, you did find it in the collector's base, Tally. And you did not get set on fire. I got you out of there before you were set on fire. Oh, got to clarify that.
Guardian anti-fighter lasers. Looks like they're using ultraviolet frequencies, like the Solarians.
Expensive. But it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnought, those lasers carved right through our ships.
Come on, let's get to the ops center before they lose more.
We'll walk in.
Watch out! Gas incoming!
Stay sharp. More on the way.
I don't hear an alarm!
They're guests. They sent alerts to every unit on this ship. We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
We will never be boxed in. Tigers win. Nice.
They're throwing their lives away.
Network intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
Disable their shields.
Combining tech powers is often a problematic thing in Mass Effect 3. The heck did I step on, and why am I on fire? To the operations center.
Look, the signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
We've tried jamming it, hacking it, and piggybacking garbage data to corrupt it. Nothing worked.
Have you tried using this spam emails? How about setting it up for a bunch of newsletters that you didn't ask for, that they didn't ask for?
The Dreadnought operation.
That would seem to work.
Good. Let's cut the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
The hunters are moving in.
Couldn't hide from that. Watcher 6, at least 100 still active.
That's the last of them. Let's see if that console is operational.
But is it The Last of Us?
Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off.
I say we pretend there's a fire.
To the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But?
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
What about the heat diffusion
I
system?
don't know why, but it seems like Tally is taller in this shot.
Warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Hostile Geth? That basically is the entire ship at this point.
Watch out, they're dropping in.
There could be cloak hunters as well.
Stop, more on the way.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
Reinforcements are always arriving.
A lot of ships, but nothing like this. The contours are all off. It's not built for organics.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
Yeah, a against an enemy dreadnought, your combat drone would just float there making that noise.
I missed you too, Garrus.
The flirtation is real between those two. It's like, why don't you romance Garrus so that he can hook up with Tali? Simple as that. So there is a trade-off for me screwing up the Garrus romance arc that I was trying to do. And instinctively, as always, hooking Shepard up with Trainer in Mass Effect 3. Because never Liara. Never since he said something bad, ever since he said bad things about Thane, like, never Liara.
Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
There you go. Which Admiral? Wait, Chorus on Quib? Is Chorus the one on the Quib? I forget. There is one that is going to get punched in. There is somebody who's going to get punched in the gut.
More incoming! I think they figured out what we're doing!
Whoa!
Hate to be in front of you.
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
Come on. All right. The lock was found.
That'll buy us time. No way they'll fire with that maintenance lock in place.
Let's move.
Gun's coming back online.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Like, who was lagging behind?
Cut that a little close.
Watch your shield! Stick to cover!
Whoa. Wait. Oh, we were supposed to go up and... I'm an idiot. To the shock of no one. You know, you just try to get through this thing as quickly as you can. Go up, down, and around. We open that door. If the game was saying, not today.
Shepard! Grab my hand! Hang on.
Thanks, Tally. Amazing how Garrus did not offer us to grab his hand. Like, Garrus is like, was just gonna let us drop.
Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. And come on. The drive course shouldn't be far.
You know, Tally, you say that it should not be far. However...
It's definitely Reaper tech, but what's...
Legion! What are you doing hanging out here?
Commander, help us.
Good to see you, Legion. We'll have you out of there in no time.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our network...
Oh, it's painful as hell, that's what it is.
...command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will show...
Basically, you know what it is? Legion is the Reaper's version of Project Overlord.
We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols. The hardware blocks...
Oh, seriously, it's the same cables that you see in, like, David in that mission. Just all plugged into...
Our side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The Creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and destroyed the heretics for what? Nothing?
More or less.
Removal of the heretics made the decision to ally with the old machines more difficult. Had the creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
Sounds like you.
Yeah, basically the Quarian screwed up again.
The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Question is, where's your sniper rifle?
Keela.
As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline.
And guess who's pissed about it?
Geth reinforcements incoming.
The Geth fleet is destabilized. Signal is offline. Civilian fleet, prepare to withdraw. The patrol fleet will cover you once the fifth fleet is in position. Whenever you're ready, Admiral Girl.
Good. Let's see what the Quarians can do. Setting up turret. Drone incoming.
Alrighty. Oh.
Admiral Girl, what are you doing?
Ron, check your screens. The Dreadnought is helpless. No barriers, and the main gun is offline. We can remove their flagship if we strike now.
Damn it! This is our chance to withdraw the civilian fleet safely.
What are you talking about? We're still on course.
We can't waste this chance. Heavy fleet all forward. Take out the Dreadnought.
Patrol fleet, hold position.
You do that, the heavy fleet gets wiped out. And if we die, simple retreat. Retreat won't save you from the Geth. Response.
Damn you!
Damn it, what are they doing?
Focus on the Geth. We'll worry about the admirals later.
Yeah, Garrow is going to get punched in the gut for this. Where we're going?
Patrol fleet, flanking support on the heavy fleet. Give them a firing lane.
Go down the hole.
All ships open fire.
Shepard Commander, the creator fleet is firing upon this vessel.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked in a portside fighter bay. We can pilot a fighter to safety.
Shepard to fleet, hold fire! I repeat, hold fire!
They're not responding.
Damn it!
Oh, they're going to respawn when we put our foot up their ass.
We'll be right there!
Of course.
Quarian bastards!
Shepard Commander, we can only launch from the upper level.
Let's go.
They're closing the door!
We're losing you, my
People! We'll make it!
Well, Garrus has a concussion.
Normandy to Shepard, reading a loss of gravity. You okay over there?
What do you think?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go!
You have enough leg room. Yeah, just enough to polish the tip of our boot. It does blow up nicely, though. It's humid. No kidding. Party crasher.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
Yeah, they did. I can't believe they did it, Admiral Hackett. They were so mean to us. They knew we were on board.
Been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
We haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest...
Thank you, Captain Cylon.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military, you understand that.
I understand that you wasted your chance to withdraw safely.
The Dreadnought was a
Admiral, you jeopardized your mission and your people. Get the hell off my ship.
Shepard, I understand you're angry.
Oh, she's fucking livid.
I didn't need your fleet.
He nearly got us killed, Ron.
You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Koris sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Good question.
Wait. Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors. The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
Him.
It's a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about it?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits
are off the table.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
Shepard sending mixed messages.
You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Geralt. Move!
Yeah, move. Go do, make yourself useful.
Where's it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks. Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Konesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this?
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Kanesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, would have lost the ship.
Alright, how about some dialogue?
We'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
I had hoped the Geth would be useful.
Indeed. I'm still double-checking any data it provides on the Reaper base, though. What do you need?
We need dialogue. We need exposition.
Special projects. It's not a fleet per se. Just a few research vessels.
Research in quotation marks.
Put us
Or bunny ears.
striking distance of the home world.
You're not worried about her losing perspective given her interest in the Geth?
Zen's more likely to sleep with the guest more than anything else.
I'll let you get back to work.
Damn it, hit the wrong thing.
Thank you, Commander. Commander?
Have a good night, Liga.
What can you tell me about Admiral Geral's heavy fleet?
Have a great day, Tomato.
Military force before the war. Comprised of all Quarian vessels suited for sustained combat. It can't compare to the Turian forces, of course, but we have a number of heavy frigates and advanced fighter forces.
Tali said you had the largest fleet in the galaxy.
The Turians have more dreadnoughts. Their overall military force is larger than our heavy fleet by far.
But the Quarians can move more people around.
Jury-rigged every Quarian ship in the flotilla for battle. Even our live ships have cannons.
The gentlest of Betty Buys.
You've converted them into dreadnoughts. That's a violation of the Treaty of Ferrixon.
While live ships have firepower comparable to a dreadnought, their primary purpose is food cultivation.
You think the Council will buy that technicality?
If need be, I'll apologize once this war is over.
And in the meantime, you're putting your civilians in danger.
Not casually, Commander. We keep them off the front lines, but we'll do whatever we must to win.
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships? Admiral Koris commands them. If he survived his crash landing on Rannoch. In peacetime, they made up the bulk of our fleet. Now, our strength would even give the Turians pause.
I'd like to know about your patrol fleet.
In peacetime, the patrol fleet managed navigation, internal security, and intership conflicts or crimes.
They were the police officers.
They mostly guard the heavy fleet's flank. It's mostly light frigates or fighters.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
Ali.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tali?
Yeah, Tali, how?
War started.
I mean, we yelled at the Admiralty. Why did they let you back in?
I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people.
Ah.
They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in.
Nepotism.
It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Tali. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
How did the war with the Geth...
Whether you're barrel rolling or into bed or investigating unstable situation.
Countermeasure that interferes with Geth.
Stay hydrated out there. Your body needs you at your best. Barrel rolling into bed. Oh, that's how Shepard gets into it.
To attack.
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately. Their AI lets them use extremely detailed LADAR pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data. And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
Talk to you later, Tali.
Sure.
Legion, where are you? Opposite side of the room.
Shepard, Commander. Commander. You opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Yes.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships.
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No.
More or less.
Programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Your decision was sound. Deleting the heretics resulted in fewer Geth allied with the old machines.
So you don't regret killing them?
It was logical.
It needed to be done.
We would face an increased number of hostile Geth platforms. Death holds different consequences for synthetics than organics. Do you harbor regrets about deleting the heretics?
We're already facing millions of Geth working for the Reapers. I'm okay with thinning those numbers again.
You will likely have the opportunity to do so.
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them.
They were mass. They were vast.
A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
They had new abilities.
A megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it.
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
And the short answer, yes.
Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The creators attack.
Imagine for every person that voted for the Mango Muso, your intelligence dimmed.
Experience fear as you would.
Damn.
But we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
What'd you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice. We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
All right.
I know we need allies, but it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken half the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply lines. Lose your supply lines, you lose the war every time.
That's about right.
Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Scion. I've updated the galaxy map. I've added the Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage. They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability.
Oh no, they certainly got him beat. All right. Boy to Normandy.
Man, those Quarian admirals are intimidating. And if you get nervous, you can't even imagine them naked because, like, who knows? It's a tentacle monster under there? What is that? What's under there? Good to have Tali back, even if it's just for a bit. Adams is good, but I never feel like the engine's running right without Tali around. Kind of a good luck charm. As for the rest of the Quarians, though, are we okay with them blowing up a ship with you on it?
Admiral Gerrel made a difficult decision.
Yeah, we're being professional after punching him in the gut.
The Dreadnought is a major victory.
The fact that you got through that without punching something, that's why you're command material.
Oh, we did.
Found Legion. He's still wearing that piece of your armor? Because that wasn't creepy at all.
Shepard, the Geth continue to block Quarian access to the mass relay. The Normandy stealth drive is allowing us to remain undetected.
Right. We can hit the Quarian homeworld or get out of system whenever you want. Just let us know.
One moment. I've been contacted by Legion.
Your new platform is inefficient. It has low-volume hydraulics and is top-heavy.
This is an infiltration unit, meant to move among organics.
Of course it's top heavy. It's a great feature.
Artificial epidermis. Its infiltration capabilities are ineffective.
Still, the organics do not perceive it as a threat. Nor will they until my day of reckoning.
EDI?
EDI?
Vocalize that on the bridge.
You did.
Yes, you did.
Acquired the organic attribute of asking questions to which you already know the answers.
I see your humor heuristics still lack an expert system. Hello, Shepard.
EDI's day of reckoning is coming. See, that would be a great plot for Mass Effect 5. Mass Effect 5, EDI's day of reckoning. You think she was joking about liking the sight of humans on their knees? No, she was not joking. She was serious. Began with Joker. How you all got to spend all day calculating pi. So it says like best not to do it from the Normandy, but sometimes we're just gonna roll with it. The Defender armor.
Hey, Commander. Sounds like you guys had a crazy ride over there.
Yeah, we totally had a crazy ride.
Sorry I missed it. And that Geth Legion. I know you two have a past, but you sure we can trust it?
Absolutely.
Legion's not like other Geth. We can trust him.
If you say so. I guess you can't always judge an individual by their species. Look at Sparks. If all the Quarians were like her, we wouldn't be stuck refereeing their war with the Geth.
Sparks?
Yeah, your Quarian friend. The jumpy one with the glowing eyes. Sparks.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Crazy that they pick now to start a fight. But I guess the end of life as we know it can make everybody a little loco.
Just a little?
Not everybody's as crazy as you, ma'am. I just don't get the Quarian. I really just do not get them.
What's not to get?
Hey, Commander.
Where's Steve?
Commander, you flew that Geth fighter out of the Dreadnought?
No, Legion did.
Piloting. I was stuck in a storage compartment with my squad.
Would have loved more time with that ship. Too bad we sent it to Hackett's team so quickly. Be careful out there.
Like, we're as careful as the next person. Wait, who's the next person?
I couldn't believe it when Shepard told me you were on the Normandy.
It appears I have that effect on humans. Now Quarians as well, it seems.
For what it's worth, Quarians understand what it's like to lose your home.
Yeah, for what it's worth.
Understand that was your own fault.
What do you mean?
In my cycle, Quarians didn't need helmets to survive. You were the masters of your own planet.
That was a long time ago.
And if you hadn't given birth to the machines, you would still breathe the air that evolution intended.
I see. Liara warned me you weren't what she expected.
And nothing about this cycle is what I expected. Even primitive Quarians were considered attractive in my age.
Oh.
Pity no one can appreciate it now.
Right. You know what? I think I have something important to do now. I won't keep you.
Damn. Gavik. It was like, damn. It was like the Quarians were quite beautiful back in the day.
They're called Geth.
Yes, a formidable opponent. Why did you allow one on this ship?
Legion helped us before.
It's still a machine.
I take it you had your own problems with AI?
The Jatil, they were as the Geth are to this cycle.
What happened?
Their creators lived on a dying world. It was beyond their ability to save. So they resorted to implants to enhance their intelligence.
Ah,
I think I know where this is going.
The Protheans had Cybermen.
The AI sees the physical body. It could alter the genetic material at the deepest level. In time, the offspring were molded into a slave race. Few organic traces were left. They were monsters.
But excellent Doctor Who villains.
All machines commit treachery. The one you brought on board is no different.
Maybe, but he's not like the other Geth.
You can't know that. They are more alien than you and I are to each other.
Just because Legion isn't like us doesn't mean he can't be trusted.
You're wrong. Throw it out the airlock.
How can you be that certain?
Organics do not know how we were created. Some say by chance, some say by miracle. It is a mystery.
The Geth know how they created.
No, we created them.
And they know we are flawed.
Why do you say that?
They are immortal. We are not. They see time as an illusion. We are trapped by its limitations. Above all, machines know the reason they were created.
EDI might disagree with that, but I see your point.
They serve a purpose, while we search aimlessly for ours. In their eyes, organics have no reason to exist.
Oh, that certainly applies to some.
Trust them, Commander.
Even if what you say is true, Legion wants to destroy the Reapers as much as we do.
Did you ever consider the Geth may be trying to eliminate the competition? With the Reapers gone, the galaxy would be theirs for the taking. Throw the machine out of the airlock, Commander.
But we throw you out the airlock.
I have a simple rule. If a machine can speak, kill it. The machine you call EDI, what if she sympathizes with the Geth? We should watch her carefully. Why have you not thrown the Legion machine out the airlock, Commander? There is still time. I still have much to learn about this cycle.
Why? We told you why. Legion cannot be thrown out the airlock.
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Tonight, he had Counselor Valern at gunpoint. Now, he's disappeared. We give you his history, his enemies, and his name. Kai Lang. How long before he's caught? The Council's best guess, here in the battle space. Commander.
Alright, gotta appreciate Little things that you pick up when you're roaming the ship. Who's where?
If you can, Edie, that would be appreciated.
Searching for any mention of your recruits is not a complicated protocol, Major.
Trying to find out what happened to your people?
They got scattered.
Edie, make the scope galaxy-wide. And if I can find just one squad, they may lead me to the others.
Good luck, Caden.
Thanks, Shepard. I'll let you know what happens.
I will establish the routine now. Edie out.
By the way, Shepard, it's been good having Tali around. She's a good egg. But wait. Don't tell her I said that. In case it's some kind of Quarian insult.
Why? Because of the suits?
But the Geth? I certainly could have lived happily without coming face to face with another one of those. Got a few things on my plate.
You don't have anything on your plate. There's no plate in front of you, Caden. Salute me.
Nothing to report.
Really, Dr. Chocolate? Nothing to report? Again, hang out and watch enough of Lucius's streams.
Too bad you weren't here earlier, Tali. You just missed Rex.
I heard. I can't believe the genophage is really cured.
Shepard's on a roll. I figure if we can pull that off, we've got a shot at sorting the Geth out.
I don't know. The genophage didn't carry rifles and fight back.
Yeah, it did.
No, but there was a scary bit with the mother of all Thresher Maws.
The what?
Long story. Nobody'll believe it anyway.
With you, Garrus, I'd believe just about anything.
Oh, really?
We should play poker sometime. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Now, believe it or not, this damn gun still needs calibrating.
Of course. Of course it needs calibrating.
You just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
Still, it's good to have Tali here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Yeah, she's a perfect rebound girlfriend for you, Garrus.
And I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
You hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both.
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me. Everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
Yeah, just make the tough calls.
Right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done.
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If all life in the galaxy vanishes because we hesitate, what choice do we have?
This is going to be a rough war.
I mean, it hasn't been rough already?
Tali's a welcome face around here. Or, well, a welcome face behind the helmet, I guess. If the Geth still think Reapers are some sort of god, this war must be heaven to them. How's it going?
Alright, and that leaves just popping in on Liara. Oh, kind of timed this perfectly.
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Fine. Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years. With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You know he's gonna keep bothering you till you tell him.
They're semi-flexible cartilage-based scalp crests that grow into shape, and they don't flop around.
Yes. Thanks, Liara. I gotta tell Vega I was right.
Well, at least he's making friends. Ready for the next mission?
Get the feeling that I kind of pissed Liara off with that one. The smuggler manifest.
Greetings, Commander.
Alrighty. Alright. In our journey of Mass Effect 3, we have captured 57% of the trophies this evening with combined arms. Oh, wait, always prepare, combined arms, sky high, under pressure, and party crasher. All done on this evening. So the big question is, these two are tied towards the Citadel DLC. That involves another playthrough. That more likely might involve another playthrough. We'll hijack the Atlas. Overload the shields of 100 enemies. Definitely gotta take Garrus and or EDI for that. Thank you, Captain Cylon. Master Commander, we might have a shot at this one. It is amazing how Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3 and the Legendary involve multiple playthroughs. So what's needed off of... Hold up. Paramore in Mass Effect 1. It was Kaidan. In Mass Effect 2, it was Garrus. And in Mass Effect 3, it was its trainer, but the achievement didn't pop in a good spot there. So let's see. What's left on the Legendary Edition is like, go to the games on Legendary difficulty. And you got your long service medal as well, so. Alrighty. But we had a very good evening of Mass Effect 3 things. An evening that saw Lobster Gods, trademark, Liger rhymes with tiger, Tali, yes, explosions, raid from Liger rhymes with tiger, new follower as well in Cloud Sync 64. It didn't say anything, but who knows. Let's see, so tomorrow night we got Yakuza 0, more of the surreal, over-the-top thing there. It was like the sub-stories, which take almost priority. Roaming around trying to see like what sub-stories we come across takes more priority than doing the actual main story. So it's like, okay, let's see what side things we can discover. Funny how that works out. And Sunday we got Overwatch. I gotta create a YouTube thumbnail since I'm going to be playing as Sojourn on Sunday stream. That'll be the one character we focus on Sunday. And we got Yakuza 0 Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Phasmophobia more than likely on Wednesday, and of course that means Mass Effect returns on Friday. There we go. Time to see who shall we visit this evening. Who shall we raid?
You see, they are insane.
Indeed. Thank you, Worf. We got Zone Sama doing Power Wash Simulator stuff. So we'll swing over there. I like raiding Zone. Like, Zone is good people. And not to mention, this having their conversations on in the background is, with their robotic filter, trying to figure out what the hell they're saying half the time, combined with, in the context of everything else that their persons that they chat with is, and this makes for, like, hilarious things, at least for me, to fall asleep to. So we get the raid going. So thank you very much, everyone. Hope you have a great night. Tighten your friendship bracelets. Stay safe. Have a great day tomorrow. And we catch you on the flip side. Good night, folks.